Okay, I'm going to try to simplify a few things for you. Left click on your Start window. Lower left corner, this is Windows 7. And if you want to check your computer, you want to see what program, version of Windows is installed, you want to see how much memory you have, what operating system you have, all the information. All you need to do is right click on Computer. See, when you click on Start, you get a whole list of things that you can do. So if you right click on Computer, go down to Properties, and it'll click up a window here. It tells me that I'm running Windows 7 Home Premium. I have Service Pack 1 down here. It tells me that I have a CPU, which is about as low as you can get, a 1.3 gigahertz. So this is a very old computer, doesn't do much. I have 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32-bit operating system. So this thing can't be upgraded to do much, but it still works, and you know, I can get along with it. So that's one thing you can do, is look at your system to give you the information. And over here on the left, there's some more things you can do. You go to Control Panel Home. You can go to the Device Manager and a few other things. So it's pretty simple to get around in your computer. So now I'm going to close that out, and again, just if I right click on it, there's not much that it gives me. It's just open with the Explorer, or it gives me the properties, and that doesn't tell me much information that I really am interested in. So I'll left click on it again, and I can go to Control Panel, open it, and you know, we all have to set in a network IP address when we set up a new computer. So in Control Panel, just go to Network and Sharing Center. Then over here on the left, you'll see where it says Change Adapter Settings. Click on Change Adapter Settings. That is left click. Then find your Ethernet connection. Now I have several network cards. Okay, this is a wireless card. This is another wireless, and you know, I can connect to the internet with the wireless. So right here is my local area connection. Now, some computers it'll say Ethernet, and it says that the network cable is unplugged, and it is unplugged. But if I right click on that and go down to Properties, it'll bring up this screen, and what we're looking for is this Internet Protocol version 4. Left click on it one time to highlight it. Go move down to the right, left click on Properties. Here you're going to set in the IP address for the Statler controller. You need to click on this button here, and it'll put this black dot in there, and it says use the following IP address. In this address box, the IP address is 192.168.0.200. There's 4 blocks here. Now, every controller has the same IP address. Then when you get this installed and you click in this middle row, just left click in there, it will fill in these numbers automatically. Then left click in the bottom box and fill in 192.168.0, then 1. Now up here, when you put a 0 in this, you're going to have to left click over in this next box to get the cursor there so you can put in 200. And after you put a 0 in this third box in the last row, the bottom row, you'll have to do the same thing. You'll have to left click in the fourth box so you can enter the 1. Click OK, then click Close. Now you're finished with that. So these are just general little things that you can do, and in Control Panel, why, we can go and set in all the other settings that we need to go. I'm going to go to Start. I'm going to go back to Control Panel. Here we have alphabetical listing. See, up in the upper right hand corner I have changed this view. It usually comes set up with category, and I don't like that. I just simply don't like that. So I go and right click on that little arrow and change it to large icons. Now all of my different areas inside the computer has its own icon. You see, one of the things we need to do is we can go to Device Manager, and when that opens, we look at our Ethernet card. Here, somewhere here you will find network adapters. So right there's my network adapters, and if I click on network adapters and open it, here's some of my cards. Here's my wireless. Here's my Gigabyte Ethernet controller. See, it says it's an Ethernet controller. So if I left click, double left click to open that, I go up and I make sure, and I check to see if it has a power management tab, and yes it does. And what I want to do is I want to uncheck this box to not, I don't want the computer to be able to turn off the power to the Ethernet controller card or the network card. And I'll just click OK, and I'm finished with that, and I can get back out of this. Close it out. You see, and then, you know, we're always told, okay, you go to down here to user accounts, open that, double left click to open it. You change your right here in the center, down at the bottom it says change the account control settings, open that, and on the Statler we always bring this down to the bottom and then click OK. It says that's not recommended, but for the Statler we do that, and then we just click yes. So that's one thing we do. We go back to Control Panel Home by clicking right there. We go into setting up the turning off the firewall. Click on the firewall and turn, so here it says turn firewall on or off. I double left click there, I open that, and I can turn it off in both places. Now this is, I use this on the internet, so I have to be careful. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to go back, just click the back arrow here, and Control Panel Home. Now I'm going to go back to my user accounts and change this back, because I do go online with this computer. Change my account, and I'm going to do this. Click OK. So that's about it. You just get familiar with your computer, what you can do, what you can't do.